Hello. It is Unit 5, which means this is all about the Catalyst Conference project. All right, here's my disclaimer. It's Saturday and I'm making the video. I'm making the Sunday video on Saturday, but it's my spring break coming up this next week. We always have a late one because we get the week off from Mardi Gras and then we get a later spring break. So here's the good news. As you're working on your projects, instead of me sitting in meetings and sitting in therapy sessions and not being available nonstop, I'm actually going to be more available than ever. So that way, if we need to jump on a Zoom, if you want to shoot me a question, I should be able to get back to you shortly, very quickly. Okay, you are now positive psychology experts. You have had 4 full units of theories and practices and concepts. This literally makes you an expert, right? And so what this means is now we're going to put your expert status into action. You are going to build a project that demonstrates for the over 1,000 people that will see it, because like tons and tons of people attend this conference, all the other people doing GOA classes this semester, their schools, the GOA staff, it just starts to pack. And then there's this blast out where they send invitations to the conference out to all the GOA schools in the world, because it's not, it's the world. And so you got to build something that you're really proud of. So it starts with your beautiful question, and then it goes to the group you're focusing on, and then it goes to the positive psychology practice that you want to bring to that group. And you're going to put this all together. So you're going to start with the research on your 2 groups. You need to have substantial research, keep building your bibliography, but you're going to use that to build the context, the foundation for the vehicle, the thing you're going to launch. If you're going to build a 4-week support group, as I demonstrated in the sample calendar chart I made, then you're going to actually build it out. For me, if I was doing this, I'm going to build out what happens in each session. I'm going to make videos describing each practice. I'm going to link those videos into my PowerPoint that people will be able to access and see. Remember, Loom is a great way to be able to do a video with a PowerPoint, so you're showing written instructions. You need to have an interactive piece, and all of this is in the PowerPoint that you're going to see in Unit 5 that describes all the criteria for the project, a checklist of sorts, right? And that's the rubric I'm using when I grade it. But the idea is that you have got a week and 2 days to build this out. If you need the weekends, you've got that, but you are going to map out how you want to lay out this next week. So it's not this stay up all night and make it happen all at once. It's a slow build to something that you have time to be very mindful about. Although you're working independently, you must check in to Canvas every day and update us on your work. You'll see in Canvas it's listed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, that's how you do your check-ins. And if you don't turn it in on that day, then you lose those points and move on to the next, because if it's Tuesday, you didn't check in on Monday, well, you got to check on Tuesday. You can't make up for Monday. So keep that in mind. Put that into your calendar and make sure that that's something you're keeping up with daily. So also in that checklist PowerPoint the Google PowerPoint that you'll see when you scroll through the unit, it's going to give you some ideas for how to make your project interactive. And if you look at those and you're like, none of these really work for me, get in touch with me and we can brainstorm some other way to bring it to life. Remember, that's part of engaging people in the project, is having them interact with the work that you have made. So just one last thing I want to be clear on. Whatever it is that your vehicle, for however it is that you would bring your positive psychology concepts to the group, whether it's a TED Talk, a support group, an interactive journal, a website, an app, you have to fully build that thing out. It's not, here's my idea. It's like, it is ready to roll, right? It's a prototype. It is done. It is fully created. And so keep that in mind as you are figuring out how you want to pull all of this together and how you want to map out your week. Okay, so in Twist, this is going to be more of a pragmatic question than we typically do, but like, what is on your mind right now as you are considering how you're going to pull all this together. Like what are you thinking about the positive psychology concept? Are you thinking about how much time you have? Is it stressing you out? Just kind of give me a feel for where you stand with this whole thing right now. For me, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what you build. This is a chance to really put out there how positive psychology has the potential to change lives. And I am certain that it does. And you are going to demonstrate that to our audience. Can't wait to see it. And be in touch if you get overwhelmed at all. All right, have a good one.